I needed to cure all of my diseases in my mind, I knew it. They was about to put me in the grippy socks. The whole time I just needed to come to the studio. Like, put her in the ambulance. Like, no, just take me to the studio. Okay, I really wanted to do this segment because I feel like we have to do something until the set is ready. There's no way. I've gotten too excited about researching the news and having a conversation about the current events. So now I had to do it. I was like, there has to be something up on the page. It can't just be like, oh, we have a second season, and it's been like weeks since I posted, you know? So I wanted to make this and just hang out and say hello. I'm not even on the set. When I'm on the set, I'm all cold. I feel like here I'm like this. I can show you comfortably my phone. Over there, I'd be out of breath because I'm nervous. Or there'll be people here that I never met in my life. I'm like, oh, I can't even make the funniest jokes. They'll get scared and tell their mom. They'll have to call her mom and be like, Mom, there was this girl over there. She has some tarot cards. And I was scared, Mom. And the mom's going to be like, don't go back over there. A esta gente no te le arrimes. That's what Okay, so I just recently started following a bunch of crypto accounts. So the way the algorithm works, I feel like, is all of the new accounts that you follow, they show you their stuff first, right? So all of the stuff I've been seeing on my feed on my Twitter feed has been crypto stuff. I hate TikTok crypto, 0 out of 10 stars, 0 out of 0. I hate looking for crypto stuff on TikTok because they send a bunch of bots to come get you, right? Do you have a bunch of bots on TikTok?
I never looked for it on TikTok.
I try to follow someone on TikTok for crypto Twitter. I'm just gonna blast it because these bots are out of control. It's this lady called Wendy O. The amount of Wendy O bots, like literally as I'm opening my TikTok right now, my new follower is Wendy O. And I followed her TikTok, and like literally in the last week, I've probably had to remove like 10 bots from my followers. So I don't recommend learning crypto on TikTok. I recommend going on YouTube and going on Twitter. I feel like that's where people are having the best conversations. So I'm seeing all the TikTok, Twitter drama, or TikTok Twitter drama, crypto Twitter drama. I see all the crypto Twitter drama. If anything, I feel like a lot of the reason why I'm loving it is because there is so much drama every day. Like, this shit is for the girls. Like, if you love being on there and kikiing and seeing what everybody's talking about, oh, they be turning up. And then they're like, actually, let's talk about this out loud. And then they get in the spaces and are in there just talking. Like, damn, you guys love to talk. I love it because obviously I also love to talk. Before, when I'd be here, Will would introduce me to his friends. Or anybody would just introduce me. They'd be like, this is Gabriela. When I say hello, whatever, someone I never met. And now he's like, that's Gabriela. She talks a lot. She has a podcast in the garage. The intros are really different now. I'm like, finally, my people are coming around, the people that love to talk a lot. So, you know what? That's crazy because when people come and they don't like to talk a lot, it doesn't work. It's like, you need to want to talk. You need to want to spill the beans. Like, you know what I mean? That's why it's so fun on Twitter. Okay, so I do have these notes that I've mostly gotten off of Twitter. And the first one, obviously, because I'm on crypto Twitter, is SBF goes to jail, right? We're all talking about him going to jail. Everybody has something, kind of. It depends, because some people do. But then the meme coins are going up so crazy that you don't really have time to stop your meme coin conversation and talk about this guy that's going to jail. But I did some research. Goes on TikTok. My research is I went on TikTok. No, I did some research and I found out why he went to jail, like the whole story. I kind of remember when it was happening, it was in 2021, right? And I just remember this is kind of when, I don't know, was that when like it started dwindling down? And then and was during this time?
That's when he lost.
But yeah, he lost and
When it
then
was popping, he had the exchange, and he was like making moves.
I did see that because I remember when it happened, but I remember very briefly because I shared in I think it was the second to last episode, that I wasn't really intrigued by crypto as much as I just felt obligated to participate because it was happening then. So when that happened to that guy, I do remember, but I remember it very vaguely. So he was turning up, right? Because I saw like Stephen Curry endorsed him, and then there were some other celebrities who were like endorsing him, and now they also have lawsuits, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like it was an exchange, and I think he got people to trade on there, got people to endorse it, and I think he didn't have the money in the back end.
so apparently he made tons of money and he put it all, but he was taking the money from the exchange and putting it in other places and like spending it, just living his life with the money. And then this is what I've accumulated in my research is that Binance found out, and like when Binance pulled all of their money, then everyone pulled all of their money. And then also I watched a video that said that somebody leaked like some type of information that showed where the money was going, where it was being allocated, and apparently he wasn't using it for the exchange. He was using it for, I don't know, to buy Legos. I don't know what he was doing with the money, like probably, I think they say what he did, but anyways, he was keeping it and then everything tanked. So that's really sad. He's going to jail for 25 years. That's really sad. He fucked up.
They said something today on the spaces that he wasn't all hella good because he would be inappropriate with people.
Like what?
And it was something with a cucumber.
What?
And the way he was eating a cucumber, and I don't know. You should
Look into that?
Yeah,
Okay, the cucumber. Okay, well, next,
he
yeah.
got 25 years. He shouldn't get 25 years with a cucumber. And they for sure made an example out of him because, yeah.
He made himself an easy target though, because I feel like he felt hella big and strong. And I feel like they found his weak spot, which was that he was doing fraud, basically. Okay, this is what I think. I think so many people do fraud. I think there's so much fraud happening across the board. Like, that's a normal thing that people in those spaces do. Not in the crypto space, but just like where there's a lot of money, I think there's fraud happening all the time. So I think he felt it was just like a natural part, and then he got too cocky, basically. And he even said it when they confronted him and he had to go and do his press run. He did say that he got too cocky. So
Yeah, because I feel like nobody could anticipate that crash. Everybody thought it was going to be up. So when you think it's up, you're still trying to spread everything around it. Even that's illegal. Like putting money on a business. And if somebody don't know, like, and that wasn't agreed upon, like, you was just supposed to make money with the system.
that's crazy. 25 years, let's go. People were putting into perspective on Twitter, like,
They said he was in jail telling the COs to buy Solana.
oh shit. Dang. Let's go. The insider alpha from inside the jail. Fuck. All right, let's see what happens.
And imagine Solana tank, them COs go, what?
That's hella funny. That's hella funny. Go crazy. He's hella funny for that. We'll see what happens. I feel like Dios no quiera, but I think a lot more people will go down because, it's like a normal part of all of that shit. There's people doing fraud every day. Like literally, sometimes I feel like Apple just be taking $2.99 from my account, and I'm like, for what? Did I get some chips? No. Like, what are you taking my money for? But it's like, do I have time to track $2? Right? So if they just do that, like, how many fucking phone or accounts do they have access to? If they do that to like 2 million people a day, that's little money, like chump change in their pocket, just like it is to me, because they're just taking $2. But then I'm like, that's just, I mean, does it add up? I don't know. In a year, how much could they take if they take like once every 2 weeks? A little too. I don't think a gajillion dollars. But I'm saying fraud is normal. It shouldn't be, right? Ideally, there would be no fraud, but people do it. And I think that it just kind of shows like the cracks of everything. Everything kind of you can see it up close. So to me, what that says is there's a lot of money there. Somebody has so much money that they were able to do that. That's an expensive crime. That's an expensive crime. I don't know nobody that I know that would be able to do that, like that's far removed. So that just tells me that it's really, really rich people that are in that space. That's hella tight.
They said he was an autistic genius when it came to like the crypto. Probably gets not money.
I think we all are.
Touche.
I think that's what it's going to come down to pretty soon. Everybody get your diagnosis emails out. We about to flex. Like, yeah, you're the fake kind. I'm the real kind. They told me it's second grade. I'm just kidding. But that's happening. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. I'm excited. Not for him to be in jail, but just to see, like, the development. And then Andrew was saying that, what's the currency that they used for that exchange? FTX. How FTX is like so well documented, and the government has done so much of their due diligence looking into that coin that's a really valid currency, right?
Oh no, you talking about
XRP, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Right?
But they just hit them with a $2 billion fine. So they gotta pay $2 billion
For what?
whatever they were being accused of.
They also have a case, XRP. Is that the same? Is it tied to this guy going down for 25 years, or it's different?
That's XRP, and it was FTX.
FTX is his shit.
His exchange, yeah. XRP.
There's a lot of there's a lot of 3-letter names around here. I'm about to get my 3-letter name.
Gang shit.
Huh. Everybody needs one around here. So that, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that plans out. And then also it's fucked up. I was reading this tweet. It took 2 seconds. No, but I read this tweet that said that he's going to miss out on like a golden bull run in 2024. It's going to be a beautiful run for crypto. And he has to be in jail. He can't even come outside and play. Stupid. He should have just done the right thing.
I'm sure when he get out, he gonna be either lit, cause there's people, those spaces are split in half. There's people that fuck with him, and there's people that they're like nah.
He fucked up.
There are people that are like freeing him. You know what I mean? Like, but I think he gonna be happy to be out.
He fucked up. It was just the wrong thing to do. He did the wrong thing.
At least he going to the feds. So.
It's not as bad. Because it was nonviolent crime. Well, actually, that's actually really violent. I was going to say it's nonviolent crime, but people were really hurt from that, right? Like, a lot of people suffered.
Yeah, but it's not violent.
But he ruined people's lives. Someone said they almost went bankrupt because of
Not
him.
violent though. He choked nobody.
He
He stabbed nobody.
they choke when they see that negative balance in their bank account.
His fingerprints ain't there.
That's crazy. So, yeah. Free him or not. I don't know. I have to do more research. I'm serious. This is like the beginning part of my journey. I feel like people don't understand that. You know what it is? It's so much information, and then once you start talking fast, you sound smart. It's not that serious. It's just millions of dollars. It's pretty serious. No, everybody should learn. That's why we have Andrew. Andrew's going to teach us. I'm saying don't rely on me because I'm learning too, you know? So don't, you know, it's just this is for fun. It's just something cute for the girls. Okay, the other note, I could not talk about this. The banda ban in Mazatlan, bro, get out, okay? There's this video of these people on a rooftop, and then the guy's playing the acoustic guitar. And the people in the hotel didn't like that you could hear the bandas from the beach. And also there's a lot of complaints of like vendors on the beach, and for the tourists, they need a milder sauce, a milder salsa with a lot of tomato and no hot sauce and no heavy garlic because they have IBS. So they don't like that the food is too spicy and that the people are too loud in Mexico. They're like, you guys need to shut this shit up. We hate it. And the Mexicans were like, okay, bet, and are turning up. Honestly, like, it makes my skin, like, I get chills when I watch the videos. The one that I really appreciated was like the people from Los Judiciales or like El Ejército. They were out there singing with people, and you look around and it's hella tubas and you hear hella tamborazos, and it's like, dang, I wish I was there. That looks so fun. And they're on the beach, you know? It's just like a dream. That's springtime dream come true right there. Music all day long. It sounds so fun. And especially a tamborazo, I feel like only Mexican people truly understand. Will understand because he's a true honorary Mexican. I feel like, okay, so a tamborazo, you only get a tamborazo when you are born, like you have a baby, or it's your birthday, or it's your quinceañera, or it's your wedding, or it's your graduation. Like something really important and lit has to be happening for a tamborazo to come and like play for you is like a huge honor being Mexican, right? So the fact that there's hella of them playing all at once and they're all like together, it's hella tight. That's hella tight. I can't wait for my tamborazo to come. Somebody recently was like, do you want to go out? Can I take you out? And I was like, yeah, if you bring the tamborazo, I'll go. But he ain't brought it yet. That's why, see? They're not serious. They're serious. Nobody's serious. I ain't seen the tamborazo yet. When it comes, we'll know. Everybody will pull their phones out for my tamborazo. You know, because I've never had one. I didn't graduate from college. I'm not married. I didn't have a quinceañera. And I remember when I turned 30, I was like, okay, for my 30th birthday, I'm going to get a banda and I'm going to have a party. And then it was COVID for my 30th birthday. So I never got my tamborazo. But I know it's on the way. I'll be ready when it gets here. So that was cool. And I'm really excited about that. And then also, I made a cartoon about it today. Sorry. I'm kind of slow. No, I'm not. I take that back. Mexico's peso rises to the strongest level against the U.S. dollar since 2015. So the economy is looking better. I think when the economy looks better in other places and we're close by, then obviously the economy is just, it's good, you know? And that's exciting. Just something to take the edge off, you know? Not everything not everything that's happening is bad. Honestly, okay, I feel this effect with crypto because crypto's like my new boyfriend. Like I know that there's something in crypto that is for me. So everything I've really been concentrating on that and like looking into it, and also like failing, you know, because sometimes I'll look at something and I'll think it's something and it's not, and then I have to go and like research, or like just like right now, like I didn't know that the $2 million fine and the guy going down for 25 years. I honestly thought that was the same thing, but now I have to do more research because now I just learned that the $2 million fine, and what is it, XR, 2 billion, and what's the company, XRP? I need to put this in my crypto notes.
XRP got the $2 billion fine.
Mine literally said XPR. Girl.
I think it's XTF. Exchange.
XTF is bruh who's in jail.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. And honestly, I have like so many notes, and I followed so many accounts on Twitter. And then XPR. No, XRP.
XRP.
The dyslexia is coming through. XRP owes $2 billion. Okay. So I will look into this because I really care. Oh yeah. So I've been really focused and like trying to put myself in the mindset of accepting this new thing, and I really like it because I can see it from like the meme coin, shit coin side, and then like the Bitcoin side, and I can see all of it across the board. Like I have, what do they call it? Overexposed or underexposed, right? It's like when you don't know and you're not like, you can't be of service to that side of the spectrum because you're underexposed. So I feel like I'm exposed to everything, and yeah, it's really taking like a lot of my attention, and I can feel myself becoming a more positive person. And I talked about this on that first episode where I talked about crypto, is like, when you look at what it is, like cryptocurrency in general, is like all of the steps to enlightenment. Like it's exactly the same. And you know how they say like the Fibonacci sequence, right? Like there's something about it that's very carefully orchestrated. And to me that feels that feels exciting and attractive, which I did not know that about it last time because I wasn't paying attention. So I feel like I just feel better. Like it's better for my health. And it makes me feel good. So I feel like I'm also less like pessimistic about my future and about the future of the world. Because I feel like recently I started to feel very pessimistic and like almost nihilistic, you know, where you just live in the misery. And I'm like, oh no, there's so many microplastics. No, but that's one thing that I'm gonna change. For next season, you guys are not gonna see me drinking out of water bottles at all. And I'm not gonna wear my clothes from Shein no more. Because if I wanted to say like, don't wear microplastics and don't drink them, then I should be an example, you know? I know, gulps all of my microplastics. So if anybody wants to sponsor Stanley Cup, hit me up. if anybody has the plug at Stanley, let's go. I'm gonna be the next spokesperson. Okay, the next thing. CERN found a ghost in the particle collider. CERN found an entity that they have no idea where it came from, and it's like when you find movement in there, that's all of that it is. It's like this chamber of like energy and frequency of movement, right? So if there's like a foreign one, oh my God, no, I'm like, cut the show. This to me is crazy, okay? Also, they're shooting rockets at the eclipse to see how like the atmosphere is affected when the temperature drops from the eclipse. Like, why are they doing that? They're firing up the collider during the eclipse. Why are they doing that? I need to speak to the manager because whose idea? Whose idea? Okay, I need to do research also on this, but if anybody knows, like DM me about the perfect red cow and how they have to sacrifice the perfect red cow. And apparently Jewish people were getting perfect red cows from Texas. And I don't know if this is like not real, because then they call you like the A word, así como le dicen a Kanye West, you know? I don't want people to call me that, but I've seen a lot of articles. I've seen a lot of articles about this perfect red cow, and it's like a prophecy. And when they kill it, they offer it. They don't kill it just to kill it, but they offer it. Then it like, I don't know, something happens where like some type of messiah of their faith is born. And then apparently Muslim people and Christians are very concerned about that, because it's like bringing in the Antichrist or something like that. And then the CERN, girl, what? Oh no. I don't know why I'd be doing this to myself, because this is like the microplastics. Like, they're gonna do it. Not the thing about the cow, but with the particle collider, like, they're gonna do it. Nothing in this world can change that. That's what happens in those places, right? Like, that's just what they do there. I feel like more people should be looking there, because it's in plain sight and it's like a very public thing. Isn't there a CERN here somewhere? I feel like there's like places where they do that kind of research. I'm gonna look into it more. But anyways, I do have an article that I found on Twitter about this. And honestly, I don't really go on TikTok no more. I used to love TikTok, but then ever since like the TikTok ban, it just feels so corny to me. Like, okay, TikTok, you broke up with Universal. Okay, and then it's like, okay, we see TikTok through the breakup, and then we still like are on it, even though like the whole music thing. And then now, I'm gonna get banned, and just like, girl, you are full of drama. Like, I have my own problem. Is Shawty Bae gonna say like make up a new word, yes or no? Like, I don't. And then I'm trying to learn crypto, and fucking Wendy O's bots come to get me. Like, oh no, it is not a vibe over there. I do not like it on TikTok, and it's crazy because I feel like our first season, like, all of my news came from TikTok, mostly TikTok and Twitter. But I don't think this season was gonna be a lot different. I think we're definitely doing Twitter this next season, and also a lot of more conversations with real people that know real stuff, and it's not just me like hanging out on my phone all day long. It's not just like brain rot; it's like actual information. Because a lot of this has been brain rot. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to keep up a lot. Okay, so discovery of a 4D phantom in CERN super proton synchron. See, it already sounds like really bad stuff. Like a lot of those syllables together like that. Oh no, my mom's like, I hate how English sounds. It sounds like just somebody farting all for a really long time. And when I hear 4D phantom in CERN super proton, girl, you gotta give it to her. You gotta give it to her. She's like, parece puros pedos. And it's like, okay, I see what she means when I read this. A mysterious entity and ghost-like structure are misleading characterizations of magnetic resonance described in the article. So here's where language comes into play, right? Because I just read the community note, and the community note is saying that quote-unquote mysterious entity and quote-unquote ghost-like structure is like, to them, they're like, that's really harsh language. Or like, it stirs fear in people, so you shouldn't say it, right? Like, why else would they make a community note if that's not valid? But I feel like if you know, you know. Oh my God, I can't wait to talk about Jennifer Lopez next. If you know, you know. If you understand like what a entity feels like and what it is that is like disrupting something, and if they're describing something that's being disruptive, or something that's, you know, where they don't know what it is and where it came from, and it's foreign and it's energy. If it's like a something 3D here, and they're like, oh, this is foreign, they can like break it apart and like reverse mechanic the makeup of it, and they figure out where it came from, right? If it's an energy. Oh no. And they're like magnetic force. Girl, get out of here. According to scientists at CERN, a mysterious entity was detected inside their particle collider. Physics claim they have captured and calculated the characteristics of a ghost-like structure, an invisible entity that can alter the paths of particles. Interesting. Interesting. I don't have an opinion about this, to be honest. I feel like what they're doing over there is that they're creating so much chaos to be able to find like the, what do you call that? The, like the anti matter, right?
I think, yeah, I think discovering new things, but being able to harness massive amounts of energy could also work for good, you know what I mean? Like, what if it's like a little device and now power plants and huge things that set off, like, affect the world a lot, and now cities can be powered by this little box, you know what I mean? Because they figured out some crazy energy. I don't know, I'm just going off what fucking.
Like Oppenheimer type.
Yeah, and then Marvel too, like Iron Man, he would, you know what I mean? He harnessed that energy, and it came from like some crazy rock, you know what I mean? And then he could have sustainable energy. Somehow he made sustainable energy for the whole city, and his building was the one that like powered it.
I
So
think
if you do something like that, was that happen? You know?
the only problem there is that they leave God out. They be trying to like mess with the physics of the natural world. Like the fabric of reality, the reality that we're born into, that, you know, there's laws of physics, like when you drop something, it falls, blah, blah, right? They're messing with that, and they're challenging it to a very serious extent.
But I also think that because they're doing this, a lot of scientists are now believing in God. Because they're like, okay, we've tapped into things that aren't explained.
And that they can feel in their spirit that they're not supposed to be over there.
Well, they're not, or maybe they were supposed to be there to help them believe. You know what I mean? Because now they believe, and now their knowledge can go a different way. You know what I mean? Because it's like
To use it for good.
probably, yeah. You know what I mean? To be on that side of good when that outcome is inevitable. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna happen. So God's like, oh, come on, you're either not gonna believe, or you're gonna believe in me, and this is gonna be the battle between
Right.
that. You know what I mean? Into creating or like harnessing that power.
Right. Yeah, something. Because that shit is crazy. Every time I hear something about CERN, like it makes me more and more just appalled. Just like, what? Why would you do that? But there's a reason, you know, there has to be a reason, and it's just something to accept. So I thought that was crazy, and I try not to get like too informed because then it freaks me out. But I'll do some more research. Maybe I'll bring it up again. Another thing, they killed that big ass snake. They killed a 26-foot long anaconda, and it was the biggest snake in the world, and they killed it. And it's gone. The biggest snake in the world that we knew of. They were just hunting. It was just for sport.
Or was it killing people?
It was not killing people. It was not killing people. I mean, I'm sure it's killed the person before. It's a big snake. Like, what if somebody like drowned in the river and then, you know, like what if someone drowned in the river and then the snake was like just minding his big ass business, its big ass snake business in the bottom of the river, and then it was just some food right there. But I don't think the snake was like terrorizing the town, like eating people, you know? It was probably just minding his snake business, and then they came and killed it. It's really sad.
He's like, bare necessity. He's like, I'm on that bare net.
That's so sad, no?
Gets into the neck.
I feel like we fucked up. Like humans, nos pasamos, you know? Like se pasan. We could do so many things. Like we could solve world hunger. We could do so many things, but then they do other stuff, like make Vision Pro glasses or something. Like why do they make that? Like why don't they use the resource to do something else? Like why did they kill that snake? Like they should have just joined the army or something. But yeah, it was shot dead by sick hunters. Bah, 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 bah. That's like a cool name for like your villain era. It's like you and your homegirl, the sick hunters, just tearing up every club in the city. You guys do like club, what are those? Like when you host a club, you and your girls, the sick hunters. This professor, he's biologist professor Freak Vonk. Ooh, his name is Freak Vonk. Yeah, that's a hard ass name, Freak Vonk. Dang. Hold on, that FREEKVONK, Freak Vonk. What? 2 E's, freak. He shared the news on Instagram, posting, "With a lot of pain in my heart, I would like to let you know that the mighty big anaconda I swam with was found dead in a river. I've heard from various sources that she was shot dead, although there is still no official confirmation on the cause of death." So it was like a huge snake. R.I.P. to her. And look, just like that CERN shit, like our fabric of reality can feel stuff, you know? Like that's an impact for such a huge animal to be removed from the collective energy field. Like that offset. I'm just kidding. That offsets. That offsets are, you know, it affects you. And this is why I try not to get into that, because can you imagine all of the chaos going on the other side of the world? Like all of the active, just mass killings of people. Again, we don't even have to go that far. There's people like here in the border in Mexico. There's kids going missing. You think like all of those things don't affect us? They do. So they fucked up. They shouldn't kill that snake. Okay. Gypsy Rose is divorcing her husband. Gypsy Rose, why does she always give us such good news, huh? The first thing I saw today when I got on Twitter was this photo of Gypsy Rose walking with Pete Davidson. Because you know how he dates every single girl like in Hollywood? He's like Ariana Grande and then Kim Kardashian and like a bunch of... He just dates like all the it girls. So then they said she's about to start dating Pete Davidson. Damn. See, I told you, like Gypsy Rose, she just wants to be at the club. Like, give her a buzz ball. Why does she have to be married? Anyways, I hope she finds love, and I hope she never has to go back to jail, and I hope she continues to live her best life. I just always wish her the best. Somebody in New York is running around punching women in the face and knocks them out so they can't see him, and then he runs away, and there's like multiple women getting punched in the face in New York. I seen this tweet, and it was this trans girl, and she's like waiting for my gender-affirming punch. She's like, I'm walking around New York waiting for my gender-affirming punch. Go crazy, bitch. I love her. What a queen. I love her for that. What a good fucking joke. See, that's quality content. Be careful in New York. Okay, speaking of New York, I really want to talk about Jennifer Lopez. There's all these videos. There's all these videos of Jennifer Lopez like hyping herself up, and it's crazy because I've always loved her, and you know, like being a spicy Latina, people always be like, "Oh, J-Lo." Like when I go to the like out, and I'd have my hair in a bun and like hoop earrings, and then you know whatever you look. And I remember at one point I had like blonde in my hair, and people would say that all the time, like, "Oh, hey J-Lo." So I feel like just being a Mexican girl, somebody's always gonna say that about you. or a brown girl. And I've always loved her, but recently, oh my God, they have been cooking her ass. There's this thing where they're like, don't ask me why I know this by heart, but they're like, Jennifer Lopez. And maybe it was the Vogue questions, I don't know. But they're like, what's your order at the bodega? And she's like, I used to get a ham and cheese on a roll, the orange drink, if you know, you know, and a small bag of chips.
And what was your go-to order at the bodega?
My go-to order at the bodega was ham and cheese on a roll with an orange drink, if you know, you know, and a small bag of chips.
And there's so many people on TikTok making response videos like, that's a weak ass order. That order don't exist. What the fuck you mean orange drink if you know, you know? She's like, what you want, Tampico? Sunny D? She's like, no, honey, I don't know.
I went to the bodega real quick. You want something? What do I want from the bodega? Let me get a ham and cheese on a roll. Ham and cheese on a... Okay, whatever. You want something to drink too? Yeah, if you know, you know. Let me get that orange drink. Bro, orange drink? What are you talking? You talking about Sunny D, Tampico? What are you talking about? You going to the bodega on the block? On what block? They have the orange drink. They gonna know what I'm talking about. Just get me the orange drink. And don't look at me while you asking me questions either. I feel like you just made that up, but whatever. I'm gonna be back. They're gonna laugh me out the store because it's outrageous what I'm about to order, but I'll be back. Wait. A small bag of chips. You know they be having small, medium, large, and extra large. What kind of chips? I feel like you making this up, but okay. What kind of chips you want? It doesn't matter what kind of chips. Just get me a small bag of chips. That's my order.
I'm like, why y'all cook J-Lo like that, bro? And then when there's a clip of her and she got her hair all fucked up and she's like, when I got my hair out like this, it reminds me when I was 16 in the Bronx, just running around.
My hair out like this, it reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. That crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams and like.
And then there's a bunch of videos of like little dogs with the hair all fucked up. I'm gonna show you. It'll be like,
My hair out like this, it reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. That crazy little girl. I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. That crazy little girl.
and I like, it's just so funny. And they're cooking her ass. I don't know why she does it. And she did that documentary. The documentary is really random. Or I don't even think it's a documentary. It's like a movie, right? It's like a feature film or something. And I saw this clip where she's like, Bad Bunny can be in it. He could be like the bad guy or like something. And then it was just so comical because they called all these artists and like nobody would come to do J-Lo's movie. Que malos. She was Selena. Anything for Selena. Come on, you guys. Why they disrespect my bitch? She did Made in Manhattan. That's so okay. Why Made in Manhattan is in the Spanish section in the movies on Netflix, and I was like, why the fuck is this in Spanish? Like this movie, they don't even speak Spanish in this movie. That's racist as fuck. Why is it in Spanish? Because she's Hispanic in the movie, so Made. Like what the fuck? See how you guys do her, man? Come on. So funny. I love her. Okay, yeah, Yair Saldívar, I love him, bro. I don't know where he came from. I don't know who made the call for this guy, but oh my God. Every time his song comes on, every time his songs comes on, I be turning up. Ando patrullando una mancha me mira. Right here. He's so sick for this. This sounds like a cumbia that your mom plays when she's cleaning the house. So the fact that he's turning up on the cumbia and he got like the drunk uncle voice is so epic. And then he just looks like a tacuache. Every time I see it, I hit like, no matter if it's like somebody else singing it, I always hit like on that and I hope he wins, and I hope he's not weird, because I really liked Danny Flo, and then he turned out to be weird. So I really hope he turns out to be lit and he brings the real Mexican thug shit back, because Peso Pluma played in our fucking face. Because why did Peso Pluma come out the gate hella hard? I was like, man, when I would listen to his music, I'd be juiced to get up and go to work. And then now he's just be making like reggaeton music about girls with a fat ass. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's weak as hell. Okay, last thing. Ron DeSantis, where he had those funny ass boots. You could tell he had like a heel in there. It was like, you could tell there was like a heel in his boot. I'm gonna clip this, because if you know about Ron DeSantis' boot, he was killing it. He was that bitch. High heels. Oh, my tip. That was him. Okay, anyway, so he made this, he signed this bill so that kids under 14 can't have social media in Florida, which I think is really, really cool. And I think everybody should follow suit. And if you have a child that's under 14, they should not have a social media account. And they shouldn't be in chat rooms where they could talk to people. They shouldn't have access to social media where they can message with people. I think, honestly, I feel like, yeah, 15 is a good age, because they're, you know, maybe they want to talk to their friends and stuff, but anything younger than that is so inappropriate. Man, I be on Twitter sometimes and I'm like reading the tweets. I'm like, who is writing these? And it's literally children. They're literally like 15, 16 years old just tweeting. And it's like, I seen the craziest shit on Twitter every day. So why is there a 16-year-old here, like seeing the same crazy shit that I see, you know? So I think that's great. I think everybody should follow suit. Speaking of crazy shit I saw on Twitter, and I'm gonna close with this. I hate that this is the last thing I'm telling you, but I seen that guy que se va a casar con la muchacha with 2 heads. You know what I'm talking about? So there's like this girl that has 2 heads. Well, I guess it's 2 people because they have 2 brains in there. So they just got married to this man. I don't think I saved it. They just got married. And I'm like, is that polyamory? Or, I haven't read the article, but I'm like, is that polyamory? Or like, how does that work? Like, he fucks with both of them? Like, what if one of them is like in a bad mood and then they're picking on her? And that's so unfair because she got to be stuck to the body. Like, or what if one of them, what if they're arguing or something? You know what I mean? Like, how does that work? I haven't read the article yet. I just have seen, like...
This is awkward.
Right? Like, how does that work?
Livianita como picaflor, original, no te remate, bate como chocolate y sirve sopa de caracol. Sirve sopa de caracol. Sirve sopa de caracol.